MoneyWalk 178. Divorce Ungodly Stewardship. This program will help you undo financial bondage. Many people divorce for illegitimate reasons, and the angry atmosphere created causes them to make decisions that negatively affect their family's future. The atmosphere can be so contentious that spouses spend all they can and borrow more to fund lawyers in order to try and take away as many marital assets as they can from one another. Many spend tens of thousands of dollars in legal fees and court costs fighting to get the upper hand because of the anger they let fester prior to and during divorce proceedings. As a result, they drag out proceedings over a much longer time period than would otherwise be necessary to settle affairs. In numerous situations, this brings extra debt and provides less money to each divorcee when matters are finally settled by the court. Another thing that works against divorcees and those in the process is the friend of the court system awarding child support that seems to be a huge amount of the net income of the spouse that pays it. In addition, a court may order alimony for some number of years against the spouse with the higher income and or greater probability of building greater future assets. Such support is only a fraction of the support the children and ex-spouse would receive if the spouse is united in Jesus Christ and remain that way. The separation of love and finances from one spouse to the other greatly perpetuates financial difficulties for both parties. If they were already at the edge financially or over the edge prior to the divorce proceedings, then it will be even more chilling financially because they effectively double major expenses they used to pay together and incur even more costs fighting one another. Scripture identifies a few reasons legitimate in the eyes of God that one spouse may have a right to use to divorce or separate from the other. Yet the many excuses people use today and the amount of divorces taking place today appear to be an abomination of the plan God designed for mankind's betterment and that Christ desires for his church as a means of exempling the love he shows for his body. If we want the best the Lord has for us, then it's best to exhibit good stewardship in our marital relationships, as well as our relationship with money. Both married partners focus on pursuing his will for each other and the family unit is a much better situation to live in than to have two divorcees operating in single parenthood. This is true spiritually, physically, emotionally, and financially. For when one falls, the other is able to pick him up and help move the family unit into a prosperous situation. Please pray for this ministry and email questions to parlor@ameritech.net. May the Lord bless you richly as you follow his plan.